My name is Barbara and I am a financial coach. In this video, we're going to go over what the very first step is for you to take control of your finances, organize your finances, or manage your finances. So the very first question that you need to be able to answer is, what is your financial goal? Is your goal to be out of debt, to be able to rip up those credit cards and never hear about them again, or the loan that you just keep having to pay off and it seems like a weight on your shoulders? Or is your goal having to do with saving money for an emergency, saving money for your kids to go to college, saving money to finally get the house that you've always wanted? Which one is it? Or if it's none of these, just write down whichever goal it is for you. What is it that you want to achieve? Now, we need to have that goal in the center of our minds every time we make a financial decision. Because when you forget about it, then you might make the wrong decision. You might instead decide to spend on something you don't need, or you could get somewhere cheaper and forget about the goal of saving for that house that you've always wanted. So we need to have that as a guideline to help us say yes or no to decisions that we make every single day in our finances. After that question, the next question you want to ask yourself is, when do you want to achieve that goal? Depending on what the goal is, you can do a little bit of simple math to figure out what a realistic timeline could be to achieve that goal. If it's paying off debt and you have an extra $100 every month to pay off debt, that's pretty easy math to figure out. If it's saving for an emergency fund, that's pretty easy math to figure out too. Now, the timeline can end up stretching a little bit or condensing a bit depending what happens in life. Life changes every single day, and you just got to be open-minded that you might hit it faster than you think, or you might hit it a little later than you wanted to. The third question that you have to ask yourself is, what are you willing to change? What habits are you willing to change about yourself and how you spend money in order to achieve these goals? So if you eat out a lot, how many times are you willing to reduce eating out to be able to hit your goal? How much money are you willing to change from one category into another category in order to achieve the goal? Because that's the thing. The money that you're using over here and you're pounding away on things can be used in the same format, but towards your goal. That's what you need to change. The intention of going this way needs to go into the opposite direction in order for you to achieve your goals. So sometimes it's not always a lack of money, it's a lack of what am I doing habitually? What am I deciding every single day? And where am I putting in my energy and my effort? Sometimes it's that changes everything for you. All right, the next question that you're going to ask yourself is, how big of a priority is this in your life? Is this a priority that's number 1, number 2, number 3? Does it go after the kids, before the kids, before the expensive car you want to get? Where does it lie in your priority list? How big of a priority is your financial goal to you? The next question is, how much time are you willing to spend? Now, when I'm talking about this, I mean about educating yourself about changing how you do your finances. So how much time are you willing to learn how to budget if you don't know how to budget? How much time are you willing to investigate? How much time are you willing to spend on learning new things about finances? And the last question that you're going to do, and it ties into the next video, is looking through your expenses on your budget or going back through your statements. You're going to ask yourself, did this decision align with my goal? How does this decision align with my goal or not my goal? When you set up a budget, you're trying to figure out how much money you can put towards your goal. So if you're spending $700 a month on food and you're a single person, does that decision align with your goal? With your goal of getting out of debt or saving up money to buy the house and get out of a rental? So it's things like that that we're going to go line by line in your budget or line by line and looking back at your past behaviors in your statements.